Good morning, everybody. This is Kenobi here, and today we have an article that came yesterday titled Warhammer Hobbyists Mock Games Workshop for Scrapping Their Lore and Making Female Adeptus Custodes. Now, I'm going to say this, man. I mean, the Warhammer series has been in jeopardy for a while. And, Henry Cavill's trying to make a series, but Amazon looks like they wanted to add a woman in the show, and Henry Cavill's refusing not to do it, so he may be out of it. Um, then you had them a couple days ago that they created a character with pronouns of their, they, them, and now we got this. So this ain't looking good for the franchise, ball. For anyone that is a Warhammer fan, I feel sorry for these people. So I did play the Warhammer Space Marines 2 game, and it is awesome. So, but let's get a read at this, and you guys tell me what you think of this article. So here we go. Numerous Warhammer hobbyists have taken to mocking games workshop for scrapping its Warhammer 40k lore, making female adeptus custodes, and claiming they have always existed. Games Workshop introduced female adeptus custodes in the most recent codex Adeptus Custodes with an excerpt stating Custodian Calades Tavovalia Cash stood upon the bridge of a Cobra-class destroyer named Vigilant Flame. The warship belonged to the mighty battle fleet Solar. She lingered in the shadows at the back of the bridge, positioned at a spot where she could observe the actions of every crew member to be they in the instrumentation pits, at the armament shrines, or in the case of ship's master Lethic, stood Ramod straight before his command thrones. Huh. The official Warhammer account on X confirmed the authenticity of the exempt and declared that female custodes always existed. The account wrote, "Since the first of the 10,000 were created, there have always been female custodians." In this patently untrue, former World of Warcraft team lead Mark Kern, aka Grums, shared an excerpt from the Rogue Trader rules in 1987. It states, Adeptus Custodes is the Emperor's inner guard, the members of which are privileged in being permitted to serve upon the Emperor, attending to his needs, receiving and recording his directions. These men never leave Earth and only rarely leave the Imperial Palace, an endless black hive of hidden technology and subterranean passage delving deep within the bowels of the planet. Warhammer 40k is a grim, dark sci-fi tabletop game that is the #1 miniature gaming IP in the world. Adeptus Custodes are the Emperor's inner guard and much stronger, better in every way than Space Marines. Introduced in Rogue Trader rules in 1987 as men from the very beginning, I guess. He also shared from the 2017 and 2018 Adeptus Custodes codexes that refer to them as the Brotherhood of Demigods and make it clear they were recruited from the sons of nobles. One excerpt reads, "It is known that all custodians begin their lives as the infant sons of the noble house of Terra. It is a mark of incredible prestige to surrender one's child to this most glorious of callings within the Imperium, and many notable clans amongst the Terran aristocracy have willingly given up almost entire generations of newborn sons to earn it." In the 7th and 8th edition of the official Custodes codexes, they are reportedly referred to as the Brotherhood of Demigods, recruited from the sons of nobles. Despite the lie, Games Workshop has since doubled and tripled down on it. First, the company doubled down in the blog post of the Warhammer community website. Instead of noting that adeptus custodes are recruited from the sons of nobles, the blog post states potential custodians are taken in a very young age to better survive the rigors of their transformation. No order than late infancy for the fundamental changes that will be wrought upon their flesh. Minds and souls are tantamount to apotheosis. It is considered a great honor for those of Terran noble houses to submit a child. More recently, the company has tripled down, introducing a female custodian in the Warhammer Plus animated series. The tithes and claim that custodes can be any gender. On the official Warhammer website, Game Workshop revealed that Terdith Siva Krius, the first of the three of a long list of horrific names earned fighting for the Emperor, has the privilege of being our first portrayal of a female custodian guard since the recent revelation that custodians can be any gender. The company added this fact came as a real surprise to many since it wasn't something previously explored. That in any of itself it isn't particularly unusual thing for Warhammer 40K and its lore. There are simply loads of things that the Warhammer serials have never expressed or stated, whether that's ruling them in or out. Warhammer continued to justify this massive retcon and gaslit its enthusiasts and hobbyists since the earliest conversation about bringing the Horus Heresy to the tabletop and Black Library fiction. The exact nature of the custodians have been under discussion. After all, their origins and means of creation, unlike for example, the Legion's adeptus Astartes, are shrouded in mystery. A significant advantage to this portrayal is that it helps us to address a common misconception that the Custodes are just bigger, better Space Marines. They aren't. Space Marines were made through industrialized ritual to be the mass-produced brute force weapons of conquest, and even 10,000 years after their creation, draped in self-assigned glory, that's still true of them at their core. Game Workshop stated, each custodian, on the other hand, is unique, painstakingly made through peerless craft and arcane artifice. Their physique, their psyche, their very soul is a bespoke instrument of the Emperor they unquestionably serve. We know a lot about Space Marines, relatively speaking, the copy declared, but there is still so much we don't know about the Custodians, particularly in Warhammer 40K and the recruitment process in the least of these mysteries. The company then listed a number of questions. What exactly are they up to in the 41st millennium? What was their motive for joining the Indomitus Crusade? What do they really think of Gulliman? What secret weapons do they have sequestered away in their armory vaults on Terra? What does loyalty mean in a galaxy where their master you failed is silent, and you despite what his empire has become? Finally, Games Workshop declared, we sometimes call these gaps, and they are quite intentional. They let you as collectors, players, and fans fill the spaces with your own characters, stories, and narratives, making the Warhammer hobby truly yours. They also allow us to revisit factions through miniatures, stories, and animations, and offer something new and interesting. Imagine how sad it would be if we ever said, and that's it. That's everything you'll ever see in this armory. No new models ever. That'd be rubbish, the company concluded. Man, this is a long story. Warhammer enthusiasts are not having any part of it and have taken to mocking Games Workshop and their lies and sentimentally proving J.R. Tolkien's comments in Easy on Fairy Stories true. Tolkien detailed that a story maker proves himself a successful sub-creator when he makes a secondary world which your mind can enter. Inside it, what he relates is true. It accords with the laws of the world. You therefore believe it, while you are, as it were, inside. However, Tolkien adds, the moment this belief arises, the spell is broken, the magic, or rather art, has failed. You are then out in the primary world again, looking at the little abortive secondary world from outside. If you are obliged by kindness, or circumstance to stay, then disbelief must be suspended. Otherwise, listening and looking would become intolerable. But this suspension of disbelief is a substitute for the genuine thing, a subterfuge we use when condensing to games or make believe, or when trying to find that what virtue we can in the work of an art that has for us failed. Warhammer enthusiasts now see Warhammer 40k world as an abortive secondary world, given they are taking Games Workshop's idiotic and insulting logic to its conclusion, and that orcs can now be custodes as well. On the Horde Galaxy subreddit, user Panispasan shared an image of an orc custodian and mocked books never stated that orcs can be custodes. The ensuing comments took up the cause. One person wrote, pretty sure there has always been orky custodes. They just haven't been mentioned in any of the lore. Books, codex, models, films, animation, design, discussions, or illustrations. Yeah, orcphobe. Another posted, in reality, all custodes are orcs. It's a translation mistake on the part of the books. They read, all custodes begin their lives as the infant sons of noble houses of Terra. He added, the correction translation is, all custodes begin their lives as an infant boys of the noble houses of Terra. If you are not familiar with the setting and the language, it could be an easy mistake. Still another wrote, it's in the same book that says that corn is the god of cakes and that he always made cakes, but we don't show his kitchen. Yeah, I don't know, man. This, like I said, bro, they're in a big mess, bro. They're in a tight mess right now. The Warhammer series is in a tight mess right now. So, you guys let me know in the comments below what you guys think of this article. So that's going to be it for this video. So if you like the video, hit the like button. Share this video. Post a comment below. Let me know what your thoughts about this. And if you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button for me. Alright, you guys. Catch you later. Bye.